Hello, everybody. My name is Beatrice Gonzalez, and I am a spiritual investigator here to deliver the news of what the FBI knows. So let's get down to business and talk about it. So, the FBI has information. So, this video is going to be about a lot of information because so much has been going on, and the things that people have been getting away with, everything now is being exposed exactly the way it needs to be because too many people have been doing things, criminal things against humanity. And all of it is coming out to the light because the world needs to know the corruption, the criminal people that have been working together to commit uh, insurance fraud, and how they have been taking people out. FBI DEA agents has information that pregnant women were being poisoned. Can, could you think about that? A pregnant woman who has a baby in her stomach, and a person targeted that mother with the baby in her stomach to commit fraud, using that poor woman with a child in her body, poisoning her food so that they could receive an insurance payout. That is pathetic. But see, this is how the government is getting down to business and gathering information, evidence of these guilty individuals who have been getting away with murder. This is pathetic, but thank God for upright government officials, FBI, DEA, discovering what these lunatics have been doing to make blood money. Another thing that the FBI has evidence about: a man and a woman plotting to sneak attack me away from store cameras so that they can take me out. But it's never going to happen, because if you run up on me, I'm going to fight you back and I'm going to defend myself. What makes you think for a second that I'm a chump and I'm a because I have none of that inside of me. So these individuals have been plotting to attack me because I'm spitting out the truth to the American people. See, they want to shut me up, but I'm never going to shut up. I'm going to speak the truth and let the world know exactly everything, because this is a corrupt government officials that have been working with the Sinaloa cartels, the Jalisco Nuevo Generacion. And all of these individuals have been working with the cartels. This is why there's so much fraud that is taking place, because they've been running around working with all types of groups of people, gangbangers, cartels, individuals that have been targeting innocent families, utilizing innocent families for fraud. And they think that I'm going to stay quiet? Hell no. See, this is the problem. They're so used to everybody keeping their mouth shut. They never met anybody who is bold, who can give the truth to the American population about all of their low, disgusting criminal acts against humanity. But that's why I'm here, because I'm standing up for my rights as well as the rest of the American people. See, this is a group that have been working together It's a scam. They have a scam compound here in Colorado. And these individuals, they work with illegal immigrants. And these are individuals that are walking around utilizing the American people's identity. They stole their identity, so they're walking around with their identity. They use their information. They use their information to commit fraud. This is why there's so much fraud in Medicaid, Medicare, and all of these services that are that are for the poor. They utilize it to steal from the government funds. They utilize that information to rob the American people because the FBI, excuse me, the FBI and the DEA has evidence because, see, this is what they did with my information. They stole my information. They stole my information, used my information for a small business loan. They took a business out with my information. They took out a PP loan. See, all of it is all coming out to the open. This is why this whole entire group is so desperate to get rid of me because they knew they took my information and it was identity theft. Not only did they steal an inheritance from me, they did it in an illegal court proceeding on a one-sided court case. They took my information and used it to open up a small business loan. They took my information and opened up a business, and they utilized my information for a PP loan. So since these fraudsters who've been committing fraud in other people's identity, now, because I'm out in the open speaking the truth about all of their criminal activity that they all participate in, they don't like it. But it was okay for you to do what you did against me, and I don't have a right to defend myself and speak the truth about what you did against me and my family? Get out of here. I have every right to speak up and expose all of y'all because y'all a bunch of criminals. Y'all work with corrupt government officials, corrupt judges, corrupt law enforcement, corrupt attorneys, corrupt district attorneys. All of these individuals are all involved with the drug cartels. They're involved with the Sinaloas. They're involved with the Jaliscos. They're involved with everybody. And there is so much corruption going on in Colorado because they're all networking with each other. This is what they do. So they have this network of illegal immigrants here in Colorado where they're all working together committing fraud. Medicaid fraud, Medicare fraud, fraud in court, because they're all involved with scams. They're involved with insurance scams, life insurance scams. They're all involved in this. And this is why they're desperate to try and take me out. But it ain't going to work because Big Law knows exactly everything that you're doing. And that's why ICE is going to come and arrest everybody because your little scam ring that you operate with all of these illegal immigrants, oh, it's exposed. Everything that you do that you thought that you were getting away with. And then on top of it, they have thousands of other immigrants flocking into Colorado because this is where they teach one another how to scam people, how to scam government funds, how to scam the programs that are set for the American people to utilize, where they're using the illegal immigrants to steal money, funds from the government because it's corrupt government officials that are all a part of this scam ring. See, They know what they do together. They steal, cheat, and lie together. Excuse me for 1 second. Tú tienes el agua, porque tengo sed. So let me pull up my notes. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. Mami, prende el aire. Tengo calor. Gracias. So let me read the rest. Boy, it makes me upset that individuals want to shut me up. They don't like it that I get on YouTube and expose everybody. They don't like that. But it's okay for them to commit crimes against innocent families, innocent children. It's okay for them to sex traffic families, exploit children with illegal contracts in court with corrupt lawyers who utilize contracts behind your back, okay? Because this is what they have been getting away with this, doing this against people so that they can spy and monitor you and watch you and your children behind hidden cameras, hidden audio, so they could listen to all of your conversations. They have been getting away with these criminal acts. And you think for a second that I'm not going to expose all the crimes that you've committed against me and the millions of American families? Get out of here. Of course I am, with much joy and and happiness in my heart, because you deserve for the whole entire world to see exactly who you are, because you're corrupt. All of y'all are corrupt, and what y'all have been doing against innocent families is pathetic. It's sickening. It's evil. It's insane for people to think that they could just violate innocent families and think that they can get away with it. No, no. Nobody gets a free pass from your illegal criminal activity. This is why I expose it. So, this is a group that has been trafficking illegal immigrants into Colorado, operating a scam compound within communities. So they all work together, utilizing stolen identities to commit fraud, Medicaid, Medicare fraud, insurance fraud, illegally using and stealing IP addresses. People, do you hear that? These are individuals that are stealing and utilizing IP addresses. They do it because they're impersonating you, copying you, mirroring all of your devices so that they can pass off as you and commit crimes in your identity. This is why I expose it, because these individuals have been getting away with it, but the FBI and the DEA is on top of all of them because your time is up. Oh, yeah, your time is up now. See, you're all getting caught out there left and right because there's so many people walking around with a wire, and you're all being recorded, and all of the evidence is being gathered against all of y'all. Because, see, right now, you think nothing is happening. Think again. Oh, think again. Big Law is coming with the big hammer. is coming after all of y'all because y'all been getting away with this for a very long time. And you've been stealing the American people's identity and walking around with that identity and utilizing that identity to commit fraud. You've been committing fraud with people's identity because this is how this group has been able to purchase houses, flip houses, make money off of real estate properties, open up businesses because everything was done through fraud. They steal people's identity. See, all of this is all coming out because there are people who are living, but there's a death certificate on the people that are alive and healthy and fine, living a normal life. But that person's identity was stolen, then reported as if that individual is dead, but they're not dead. What happened was that they filed a fraudulent death certificate and utilized that person's identity, had someone, a corrupt doctor, write up a fraudulent medical report of some kind of illness. And on top of it, those individuals cashed out on a life insurance policy. But meanwhile, the individual is alive, living a normal life with their spouse, their husband, or their wife. See, all of this information is now coming out. And where do you think it's all happening? It's happening with this scam compound with these illegal immigrants that have been walking around utilizing Americans' identity, committing fraud, and then they got a house and then they're flipping the house. So, do you think that this is right? This is insane. This is insane because these individuals have gotten so crafty, so sophisticated with stealing people's identity, that this is what's been happening in the United States. They're all scam artists. They're all working together. And all of these individuals are all tied in together with the drug cartels, the Sinaloa cartels, the Jalisco cartels. They're all working together. They're all tied into fraud because FBI, DEA has evidence that this group, these drug cartels, have been scamming uh, American people, the elderly. They have evidence that the drug cartels are scamming the elderly people in the United States. It's like they have a drug business, but now they want to steal from the elderly, grandma and grandpa. That's who they want. They want their money. How this is how cold-blooded these individuals are to do this. And they don't care about pregnant women. They're poisoning pregnant women to commit life insurance fraud. They're taking women out. They only look at human beings to make money off of their demise. This is sick. This is twisted. This is why I report it, because all of this is crazy. Humanity, all of these people have lost touch with reality. They have no conscience, they have no heart, they have no feelings to do this to the next human being. This is insane. Yes, I am going to speak about it because everybody needs to know in the United States how all of these corrupt government officials are working with street gangsters, gangbangers, cartels, and all of these illegal immigrants that are all operating and working together from scam compounds that are all stealing. They're stealing from the American people IP addresses illegally, using people's IP addresses. This is what happens when people don't want to get up and work and find a job. These are people, these are a bunch of crooks. This is why the government is investigating all of these people, because they don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care about anybody. And that's why big law is taking them down. Organized crime is on its knees. Oh, yeah, you're not going to have your way in this country. You're not going to continue to do these things in this beautiful country of ours because you want to sacrifice the American people working with corrupt government officials, people in the justice system who has been working together with the cartels. So the FBI knows they're stealing IP addresses. They're watching me from several devices, but the FBI sees exactly what they're doing. Boy, they're going to be in for the shock of their life when they're arrested, because uh they're in for a rude awakening. You you think that they can't see what you're doing. Oh yeah, they see what you're doing. Yeah, they see that you're watching me. Several people watching me from uh your devices, and how you're watching everything that I watch, and you're watching everything that I post. You're watching everything 24/7. but but you're going to be in for a very big awakening. See, all of y'all who has been plotting against me, uh, they know it's organized crime, and y'all want to shut me up, but it ain't going to be possible. You're just going to have to accept the truth that you can't do anything, and time is up. This scam compound in Colorado of illegal immigrants have been stealing the identities of American citizens to commit fraud. Now they are worried of being arrested by ICE. Yeah, ICE is coming because they see the scam. They see the operation, the networking. And this is the networking. See, this is why the Masons and the Eastern Stars are upset that all of their dirty laundry is being exposed to the public. How they have been working with all of these individuals to commit fraud. But see, there's nothing that they could do because the truth is all being exposed. And Big Law sees exactly everything corrupt that you have been doing, tricking and fooling the rest of the population, making yourself come off as if you're upright. You're not upright. When you do this with other individuals and target the same American people, you're evil. And this is why this information has to come out. The world has to see who you really are. Now, there are a lot of upright officials, upright judges, upright district attorneys, upright lawyers. They would never dirty their hands to do something like this. But there are some in our government that take dirty money. See, these are the ones that I'm exposing that are all a part of this fraud ring that have been working with the cartels, with street gangsters, with illegal immigrants to defraud the American people. This is the way they have been networking, doing all of this to make blood money, taking people out. And this is why I expose it, because the United States has to know the truth. So, and these are all programs. These are all programs that is supposed to be services for the American people. Program services for the poor, but they exploit it. And then they work with individuals. They work with individuals in temples, in churches, people who hide within the church, but they're the real criminals that are abusing the elderly, the children, child molestation. These are all of the individuals who are hiding all of their criminal activity. This is why there's a big major fraud takedown and why all of these individuals are under investigation, because they've been getting away with it. They never thought that they were going to be discovered for all of the crimes that they were committing together, but everything is coming to the light. This is why the FBI and the DEA has been investigating and watching this whole entire group, because they see how they've been generating blood money together and how they have the things that they have, their homes, their cars, everything. So let me give you more information. So they know that that this corrupt government government officials have been working together with the Sinaloa cartels, the Jaliscos, Nueva Generación, trafficking drugs, cartels, meaning they're trafficking drugs from vehicles, from their car, and they're all communicating with each other on walkie talkies from their vehicles with one another. And this is why the United States has border control sealed tight 100%, and there's going to be mass arrests. Yes, because see, you you have been you have been poisoning people. You have been poisoning people, bringing drunks into this country, working with the cartels. You've been receiving dirty money, and you work with illegal immigrants to scam the American people, stealing their identity. And then once they steal the identity, you teach one another how to do it together. That's pathetic. How they're scamming people, and then they invite other people from other states to come in because they flock in, and then they teach them how to scam the government, how to scam innocent families. Innocent families, you utilize their identity to commit fraud. This is why there's death certificates. People's information has been stolen. People's information has been sold to other individuals, because this is a scam ring. These individuals are all working together to scam innocent people, innocent Americans. And then they poison you. Then they work together. They work together and lie about you. They lie about you, fabricate. Of course, these individuals are going to lie together because they know that there's going to be a payout at the end. when they all work together and lie, defame your character, how they all work together, they mirror your devices, they send text messages to stage a false narrative against the person that they had targeted, making up conversations so that it can fit a certain agenda that they want to accomplish together on a one-sided court case. See, they have been operating together, working with corrupt doctors, falsifying medical records. And then after they falsify the medical records because they lied and said that I had AIDS. And see, now you see why they're so thirsty to get rid of me, because of all the lies that they said about me. And now they know that they're all screwed because they know that they lied about my medical health. So, see, this is what they do. So, they work with all these individuals to lie about you so that they can get a court case to go a certain way. Because, see, at the end, the payout is the inheritance that they stole from you, or the trust fund, or the will in probate court, how they do it with fraudulent death certificates that they done stole the identity from somebody else, put a life insurance policy, then they register you as if you're dead because they did the same thing with me. They said that I was dead. They had a death certificate. See, my identity was utilized in different ways by this scam group. And you think that I'm going to sit here and not report everything that you did behind my back? Of course I am. Did you think I was a chump? Did you think that I was going to let you walk all over me and get away with the crimes that you committed against me? Think again. You done messed with the wrong one. That's why I said these individuals, they really underestimated me, because they thought, oh, I was going to stay quiet. Oh, I'm going to just keep the peace. I'm going to keep the peace and just walk away, timid, and just leave it alone. No, I don't think so. Yeah, this is what they did. They put out a death certificate, okay? And they put a life insurance policy on me. That's why they're thirsty to take me out. Uh, but they were unsuccessful because, see, Big Law knows exactly everything that you're doing. And they wanted to cash out. So this is what they have been doing to the American people. They steal your identity. They put a life insurance policy on you. They know how much they're supposed to receive. They work with gangbangers, drug cartels. They work with illegal immigrants. They're all working in union so that they could take you out, so that they could get a little piece of the pie of the life insurance payout. So, see, this is what they have been doing. They have been doing this for a very long time, and they have been getting away with it because everybody that they had target, because they're a bunch of bullies. They're a bunch of bullies. They go after people who they feel that they could take down all of them together, because they're heartless and they're cold. They're murderers. They don't care about anybody but blood money. That's why I'm exposing all of these people, because all of these people were working together, networking together. The Masons and the Eastern Stars and the drug cartels and the gangbangers and all of these illegal immigrants that they sit behind computers, stealing people's IP addresses, using their IP addresses to commit fraud against you, against me, and against the rest of the American people. And you thought that I was going to sit down and let you do this to me? Think again. Think again. This is what they have been getting away with. This is how they do it. And the United States of America knows that people's identity have been stolen, have been utilized to cash out on life insurance uh, payouts, life insurance scams, that all of them that are doing it. And the government also knows how you have been changing birth certificates. You change the dates. You work with people. You work with individuals who change the dates in order to duplicate another birth certificate using that individual's identity. They know all of the scams that you're doing and performing together for fraud, to utilize it for fraud. Oh, the marriage certificates, everything. See, this is why this scam compound with illegal immigrants, this is what they're doing with our information. They're turning the American people's lives upside down, stealing our information. And they're working with courts, corrupt courts, courthouses, judges that are all a part of this criminal activity. Lawyers are a part of this criminal activity. This is why they have been getting away with all of this, because they got cocky. They really felt bold that they could get away with it and that nobody was going to discover it or nobody was going to stand up, because they intimidate everybody, but not me, because I don't like what you did to me and to the American people. You have no right to do this to anybody. Nobody, nobody should ever have to go through something like this, because you are not above the law. Even though you are a part of the law, think again. There's higher intelligence that don't like what you're doing. They don't like what you're doing. And they're taking you down. Oh, 100%. Believe that. So, your fraud ring is over. Oh, yeah. No más dinero. No more money. Yes, because you have been taking advantage of too many innocent people. And you have no right to do this, to sacrifice the American people, all because you want to fill your filthy, dirty pockets with blood money by sacrificing the American people. Now, this is all going to end. And you know it has, because it's all over for you. You're not making money no more. You can't because big law is stopping everything. See, there are upright officials that care about the American people, about our safety, our security. They respect human beings. They respect all of us. Thank God for all the upright government officials who are looking out for all of the innocent families in this country. Because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have the safety that we have now, because they're all working together to protect all of us. So I'm going to end my video, and I want to thank everybody. Uh, I know that there has been a lot of people who have jumped ship. Thank you so much, because it's people like you who make a big difference for all of us that We know that without you, we could not do what we're doing now together. And you make a big difference for all of us. And I appreciate you. So I would like to thank FBI, CIA, DEA, ICE, Homeland Security, Department of Justice, government spies, law enforcement, government officials, double agents, undercovers, community members who are working together to protect all of us. Thank you for your hard work, for everything that you do for all of us, for making our country safe again. Thank you. You are truly appreciated. And I want to thank everybody who is watching me uh, because I know that I have many ops. They are my fans and they watch me secretly. They're cheering me on. Thank you. At least secretly, you're cheering me on because you like what I do. So I want to thank everybody who has been participating with the investigation to bring organized crime down. This has to be eliminated completely from our country. And it's happening. So I would like to say a little prayer. Thank you, blessed Heavenly Father Aravat, the great I am, Joshua, Mother Mary, Archangel Michael, Mars Sector 6, Master Aetherius, Galactic Federation of Light, Commander Ashtar, Commander Valiant Thor. Thank you for all that you do, for watching all of us, for all of us that are working together, networking to bring organized crime down throughout the United States, within the 50 states. Thank you for the support, the love that we have all been given to each other to expose organized crime, to bring organized crime down to its knees, to protect our children, our families, and all those that are living in this beautiful country of ours. Thank you for all that you do. So be it, and so it is. Thank you, everybody, for everything that you do, for participating, for working with all of us to protect each other. Thank you. Have a wonderful night. And God bless you. God bless our beautiful country. God bless our president, Mr. Trump, and his family. Take care, everybody. Bye.